Talking about life, religion and the rules, politics, culture, yeah, it's all on cue. Racism, sexism, we put it on the floor, but their words are theirs and nothing more. Every thought they say, it's theirs alone. It don't reflect us, no, just their tone. Comments and vibes is how they feel, but they share, that's their own deal. Agree or not, that's up to you. Everyone's voice deserves a debut, but what they say is just their own song. We keep the vibe moving right along.
Welcome back to Zealous Vibe. It's your boy DJ Willie Will, and today we're going to be talking about the games people play in relationships, man. But before we get into that, man, I'm going to go ahead and let the panel introduce themselves, starting to my left over here, Tone.
It's Tone Block, B-L-O-C-K, not black, Tone Block.
Absolutely, and I'm the real Cherie on IG with a C, C-H-E-R-E-E, the real Cherie on IG with a C.
And it's your boy DJ Willie Will, aka D Will, aka Will, aka Lover Boy, aka let's move it right on.
Calm down. It's your girl Taz, no other KT, as you must know.
This your boy Hayes, no AKA. Nothing. Okay, man.
Man, it's good to see everyone out there in the audience, man. I want to say thank y'all for coming back to enjoying the day with us.
Excellent.
All y'all appreciate it.
Right. So let us go ahead and get into it. There is several games that individuals play: mind manipulation, emotional games, and strategy games. Me, myself, I'm going to put it out there. Me, myself, I think I'm more of a strategy type of person when it comes to like playing games with other people. And I'm going to be real with you because we put it all out on the table, right?
Of course.
This is a safe space.
Absolutely.
Fuck no.
No judgment.
Shit, they gotta know out here. They gotta know who they dealing with.
We listen and we don't judge.
Okay.
My wife not here.
You going there. So I'm going to be the first one to put myself on the spot. The games I play. Strategy games. Let's say I'm dating somebody, right? I like to find out who they are. So let's say that I know something about them that they don't know I know. I'm not going to go out and straight up and tell them off the bat, I know this. I would rather them to either tell it to me or see if they lie. So I'm going to let y'all be the judge. Is that playing games? Is that a game or not?
It's a game.
It's a game?
It's a game.
Trustworthy game.
Yeah.
Right?
Because why are you withholding it? Well, I guess my question for you is that thing that you knew or found out, did it bother you?
No, it really doesn't have to bother me. That's what I'm saying. I just literally a game.
So maybe it didn't bother them enough to tell you.
Maybe I just wanted to know if they'll lie about it.
So you're saying you ask a question, that's the game you play. You're going to ask already knowing the answer just to see if they're going to lie.
Yep.
Okay.
Have y'all ever done that before out there?
It's like a manipulation.
Have you ever asked somebody a question you knew the answer to?
Yeah.
Right? You already know. Just to see what the hell they say, right?
Your children? What about your kids? Like, you're going to ask your kids that, but your significant other? I guess sometimes. Yeah, sometimes, yeah.
It can be the smallest little thing they'll lie about, but you just like, oh, let me see if this is gonna tell me the truth. Did he put this over here? He just didn't want to tell me, or didn't? And then they'll sit there and say, "Oh, I didn't even see that. You lying because I just see you put that stuff over."
Right.
But it sounds like I hear you saying something different.
Go ahead, put it down.
Yours sounds to me a little bit more strategic.
It is.
Like it's planned. So when you're in a relationship or even with your kids, things happen, life happens, whatever. So you may ask that person or your kids a question that you already know the answer to, but it wasn't planned. It's just life happening. You, on the other hand, you're doing this on purpose.
Yeah.
So you playing games.
Gotta test them.
So you're playing games then.
Literally, yeah.
Nah, what I got from this is, it didn't sound like a relationship. It sounded like you getting to know the person.
Yeah.
So you know what I'm saying, throw some stuff out there to see if they're going to admit to it or whatnot. And that's how you playing it. At least that's what I took from it. It didn't seem like y'all already in a relationship because at that point, it's like, man, I'm not finna bite my tongue. If I know you did something, I'm finna put it out there. You're gonna have to explain yourself. I'm not finna ask questions, whether it's right or wrong, but it sounded like what I pulled was you trying to get to know him. Wasn't really a relationship.
And I'm trying to get to know what type of person it is. Because I got an example. Y'all mind if I tell y'all an
Go
example?
ahead, because I
So
had
I'm on the
questions.
day, right? And I ain't gonna tell y'all how I met this person. We're gonna hit that. But I'm on the date, right? And we talking. And I mentioned the cruise that I just got off of last month or whatnot. And that person says, oh yeah, so when is the date for your Alaska cruise? And I didn't say nothing. I was like, oh, okay. I was like, I haven't planned that yet. But the conversation goes on, and then I stopped playing my game. I was like, I didn't tell you about the Alaska cruise, right? So she went on Facebook, and I made a post on Facebook and said, my next cruise is Alaska cruise. So then that let me know that she was actually on my Facebook kind of like trying to check me out. So is that again, like I heard it at first, but I ain't say nothing.
So
then I called it out later.
It depends. So because when you say people be lurking on your page, that mean a certain thing. That mean they went back in your archives or your history to see what you posted maybe weeks ago.
Yeah.
How fresh was that?
Oh, this was
Alaska
fresh. This was like
So she could have just been scrolling on her timeline and it popped up because y'all friends.
Oh,
so maybe she wasn't doing no. Oh, y'all not friends on social media?
No, I just met her, so we wasn't friends. I didn't know her, so I didn't know her.
Oh, so she was lurking.
Yeah, but that's cool. She wanted to know who I respect that. You better find you got some creeps out there.
Okay.
You better use all the information you can to find out about somebody. So yeah. But is that a game I played though? I'm just saying.
I don't think that's a game you played. I think she was doing her homework.
Oh,
yeah.
Just lied.
What?
You're probably just testing her. You was testing her at a point.
Well, I guess it depends if the time frame when I actually said that, like when she first said, when is your Alaska cruise? And if I didn't say, yeah, I didn't tell you right away, and I withheld saying, oh yeah, I knew you, I didn't tell you that. Is that lying? Not telling them right away?
No, you just didn't answer the question. You just told her, hey, I didn't tell you about that. So she didn't ask you necessarily.
Or maybe she knew and she tested the game on you to see if you were going to share that information.
It sounded like you purposely withheld.
Like a double game, we all.
Yeah, because it sounded like you purposely withheld the answer.
Y'all gonna make me think about this.
Yeah, she
I'm not the only one in the game. That's what y'all tell me.
Because a lot of the times we'll sit there and we'll be on social media and then we'll text somebody and say, hey, just to test their mind and see what they're going to say. Just like you said about if they're going to lie. It's the same thing. Was they going to share that information? Is this the type of person who's just going to gaslight me and tell me the information? Or are they going to actually, be open and blunt about everything they was just going to say?
Yeah.
So she probably tested you.
That's cool. I didn't feel no type of way. I thought
Nothing beat the cross but the double cross.
But it was a double manipulation game that you played at this point with yourself.
Nothing beat the cross but the double cross.
Right. So you can't get mad, right? If somebody playing a game with you when you playing a game.
She played it right back.
And she played right back. That's why I like it to today.
Look,
Let's keep playing.
By Miss Round be your wife.
All right. Now, I want to challenge one of the panel people before we go out to the audience. Anybody want to admit to an emotional game they done played in a relationship? An emotional game. That's kind of like, I put you on the spot. You ain't got to tell us. Because we live on Facebook right now. I want to make sure y'all at least make it home.
That's above me because I don't believe in playing games. I'm serious.
Go ahead, Tom.
I don't
Get a Tom. Get a Tom.
I don't play them with people.
Somebody get a halo right here.
I don't let them play with me.
You say y'all want to test the waters with the feet because you don't want them to play with you like that, huh?
Like whatever. We too grown to be playing games of any nature.
Then you play games right there.
No, it don't. No, it don't. Man, no, it's just that in life you grow up, right? And the things you used to do, you don't do no more. That's what growth is. So I'm beyond the game playing. If you're asking me what I'm doing right now, I don't play games. And I also don't let people playing with me because they try, but I ain't going for that.
Yeah.
Well,
I'll be honest. I don't know if it's more so a game because it wasn't funny when it was over, but
they gotta be funny.
When you're in your 20s and you kind of used to being that person, all the little females you deal with, they know you ain't really into them, but you dealing with them and they just happy to be around you. Then they tell you real spill. So they like, you need to use these girls, do what you can. I came down on my dick one day. I ain't had no money. So I I ended up, little female got her income tax. I let her move in.
Oh Lord.
When that tax money was gone, I put her on out. I had to catch back up though.
Oh, man.
So it wasn't a game, but it was something.
That sounds like
Okay.
manipulation. Is
It
that
definitely was.
manipulation?
It definitely
But she was happy when she
You
was
had an
there.
agenda.
Manipulated her funds.
Yeah.
She.
And her
She
mind.
took me to meet her family. Her sister was like, I know you just with her because she got some money right now. I was like, nah.
I got a question.
But-
How did you put her out?
What she look like? That's what I want to know.
How did I put her out? I
Yeah.
told her she got to go. Her and her kid.
No, not the kid.
Tony
What
is
you
in the
say?
building, y'all.
FTK, fuck them kids.
He's so vicious. He takes no prisoners. He ain't even care about the kids.
Her cousin stayed around the corner. Just go back over there.
Oh, good Lord. No.
Shoot, I was looking up some type of games that people play in a relationship, and I can admit I might play the gaslighting game. At first, if I didn't really want to deal with somebody, because I'm not
Hold
really
on. What is gaslight?
gaslighting. You know, keeping them in the dark,
Oh, okay.
moving around.
Telling somebody what they want to hear.
Yeah, just listen. Yeah, and a
I
lot
just
of
want to put it
times.
out there because you know we
Yeah.
got a big age gap sometimes.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Everybody
Yeah.
call it gaslighting, but if it's to me, I call it a little ghosting sometimes because I do ghost. But prior to being in a relationship, I remember just playing around with different people, and it used to be fun because it's kind of like you playing a Game Boy or something. You're just walking around, you playing like an actual game, but this is the game you playing in your head. You finding ways into manipulating people into getting things that you want, and I mean. Even though niggas, they act certain ways to get what they want, but at the end of the day, it's whether how you play that game. And I was able to get my way in and still gaslight them and act like that I wanted to be around, but never actually show up for them. Or I'll go ghost in the time of the moment that I feel like they thought that I was gonna come around.
Don't clap. That was not good.
I mean, I'm sure a lot of females have done that before.
That is a question right there. This is for the audience
Not to
out
me.
there. Who played more games?
Oh, man.
Male?
Women.
Oh,
He didn't finish the question. He didn't even finish.
females.
Men or women?
Men or women?
Who play
Who
more
plays
games?
more games? What y'all say? Men?
Women.
Women.
I think it's gonna be split. What man gonna not say women, and what woman is
Women
not
gonna
gonna
say-
say men?
You're right. I really
I
think
think it
it's
is
gonna
a
be
split
split because we play a
decision.
lot.
Yeah.
Men play a lot of games,
Yeah.
and
Like-
women play a hell of a lot more games that don't get caught.
I think no. Listen, y'all play more games, but once a woman figures out or finds out that y'all playing a game, she gonna play it a little better.
Okay, okay.
And I think
Yeah.
it's because we already logically think with our brain anyways, and y'all, you know,
Dumb.
Kevin Gates.
Go ahead and say it. Go ahead and say it. We think with our what? Go
Y'all
ahead.
thinking with my dick.
Yeah.
Y'all know what Kevin Gates say.
Yeah.
But hey, I just feel like in different categories, there's different ways that men do more than the others. Like I was looking, love bombing. Some men, they'll sit there and love bomb a female so hard to a point where they'll get what they want, and then in reality they didn't want it. Like Tom, he just kicked the bitch out and her kids
She know I ain't
for
love her.
money. Love bomb her. It was over with. But then females, they might play hard to get. And a lot of the times we do that the most often. Play hard to get. See how hard a nigga gonna try for them. You know, see if they gonna know the work. And then once the nigga bite, then what? Come on.
They play hard to get. I don't.
Go
Come on
get somebody that ain't
That is
playing
a
so
good one.
hard.
I mean,
Whether you was grown or you was a kid, somebody done play hard to get.
I mean,
Come
have
on.
I? I don't
Yeah,
know
you
if I
have.
played
Yeah.
hard to get. If I didn't like you, I just didn't like you. Like, okay, so is it playing hard to get if a dude like you and you tell him, I just want us to be friends? That's not playing hard to get. So whatever he does for me after I say, I just want us to be friends,
Now,
it's on him.
I'm about to come
Why
in
you
next.
just don't stop him from doing what he's doing
Stop
for you?
what?
If he giving you gifts and stuff,
That's what I'm
right,
saying.
well, you
Isn't
know
that
where
a
it's going.
choice? Isn't that a choice?
Huh?
So you want me to live your life? No, that's a choice. You want to do stuff, nice things. That's on you.
That's how y'all create stalkers and call them stalkers.
Yeah, I done
And
had
then
some.
wonder why shit happens the wrong way.
Yeah,
That's
He bought you a car, you wonder why he's showing up at your house.
Oh,
Hey.
I think that's a form of playing games.
Really?
I don't think that's like leading them on or nothing like that.
Yeah.
But I think because you could have just been like, I don't like you. I know what you want from me.
Mm-hmm.
But you ain't getting it. I know you ain't getting it. But you know what? I'm gonna keep you around because I know you like me so much. You gonna get me some shit.
Hello.
That's the game.
So
That's just like getting that rent money over there.
Because they think they can pay for it.
that is not the same.
That-
If I tell you, I just think that we're better off as friends, and you be like, okay, but I want to take you out, and I bet friends hang out, right?
Hold on.
But then he don't want to go out as friends.
If you
No,
know,
I already said that. I said it.
if you know that he wants more than friendship, and you know that he's gonna stick around just to see if he can wait you out, and you don't
know
cut him
why he's
out,
sticking around. He agreed to the friendship.
that's bullshit.
No, because he didn't agree.
He
accepted
just
it.
looked past
He
it.
accepted it, but he didn't agree to
Yeah,
it.
that's my
A lot
fault.
of the time,
Y'all
like
go
that.
tripping. That is not my fault or responsibility.
And I don't think that's technically the category of playing hard to get. I just
Yeah, that's
feel
not
like
hard to get.
No,
Right.
that's just being broad, honest. Hey, I don't want to
Just
be
being
with you,
honest.
but that ain't got nothing to do with playing hard to get,
Right.
though.
But it is a game.
Yeah.
Life is hard, but it's fair. I'm with you. Like,
I don't
ain't
think
nothing
that's a
wrong with
game.
it.
I don't think so.
Boy, life is hard and life ain't fair.
He can stick around, but he still got something else that he really dealing
You're not
with. That's
stopping him
feeling
from doing a thing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
He just really trying to break you down,
And it's not gonna
all I
happen.
need is that Russian roulette. It's a loaded gun. That one chance that I miss, I got you.
You ain't gonna catch me slipping.
So here's another one though.
Not.
You're just so smooth.
No, I'm not.
Since we got an angel to my left over here,
Hello.
we about to go
like
ahead
me
and
now.
get on Miss
Y'all
the real
gaslight.
Sheree on IG
Y'all gaslight me.
with the what?
With a C.
With a C. Now, let's say that you're in a relationship, right?
Mm-hmm.
Are you acting the same way at the beginning of this relationship throughout the whole relationship, or is there a shift? I heard don't lie out
I'm
there
not
too.
gonna lie.
So is there a shift? Because my question is, do people act the same in the beginning of the relationship throughout their whole relationship? Or is there kind of like
Hell
fluctuation?
no. That's why I get the
But this not for y'all. This is for Miss Angel.
Y'all don't believe
Over here.
Word. Okay.
My bad. You put a target on your back.
I did. I mean, but no, I just believe in what you want. That's what you need to be. So it's unfair for me to ask you to be something that I want, and I'm not being that too. So I'm a very upfront person. Like I'm a Scorpio. We're just upfront and honest. I'm just saying.
But you're
And
human.
I
And
am
everybody
human.
capable of lying and cheating.
And who you meet in the beginning
Uh-huh.
is who I am in the end
In the end and throughout.
and throughout.
No
How many
fluctuation.
years that's been
I
going
mean,
on?
growth, yeah.
That's a relationship.
Uh-huh.
For you.
Yeah.
I mean, if you is that person to guarantee something that you're willing to do or wanting to do, why
Yeah.
do we need to shift ourselves throughout the relationship?
Oh no, hold on.
You're not
I'm
gonna wake up one
not
day and
telling
be
you to
like,
shift.
I don't
I
know
just
you.
want to know who you are.
Yeah, you're not gonna wake up one day and be like, I feel like I don't know you. It's not gonna be that.
Even
Now,
though you got some
have I been on the receiving end of that?
Yeah.
Yes.
Can we hear about it?
Yeah, you can. It's called narcissism. He was a narcissist. And it was my first experience.
Okay.
I have to say that. I gotta tell y'all. I done told y'all this before, but we weren't live at the time.
All
But
right.
either way, he love bombed me in the beginning. He showed me something different, and it was sweet. It was like your knight in shining armor coming in to rescue you and save you. He was everything, and I believe this is who he was. But as we got in a relationship, it just one day, and I'm talking about months and a year or so later, but he just tried. He totally switched it up on me. It was unprovoked. I didn't never see this side coming. I didn't see it.
So he had you mentally.
I was in love.
And he
Yeah,
had
I
you
had fallen in.
physically.
Yeah, I had fallen in
And
love with him.
Then he started shifting.
And he shifted. He switched it
had
up.
you then.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Narcissist.
What about you? Sure wasn't nothing you was doing?
What?
It could have been something you were doing.
I was not. I was the same. That's why I was so blindsided. I was the same. I thought we both was, rocking and rolling, but nah, he switched it up. And honestly, it's just something broken in him, and that is what it is. I had to go figure it out. I thought the man was bipolar, but he wasn't bipolar. He
So
was
what
a
did you do
narcissist.
wrong?
What did who?
What did you do wrong? Did you do anything wrong?
Okay, so nobody's perfect.
Okay, all right.
There we go.
Why-
Okay, all
But
right.
we putting our flaws on display. What we doing?
No, we not.
Break down the
No, you
fifth
answer.
wall.
I mean,
That's
I already asked my question.
He asked the
I
question.
mean, you ain't got to put it out there.
Nobody's perfect. I think the thing that I tell you, the thing that I did wrong was not realizing what I was worth and wanting so bad to be. No, listen, wanting so bad
Gotta
to
get it
be in love and have that, somebody love you back. It's cool to love somebody, but to have somebody love you back the way that you love them, that was my flaw in that situation because he wasn't the one. And I seen a red flag, you know what I'm saying? But I ignored it. I saw what I wanted to see, believed it all, and that's my bad. That's my fault.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
Yeah.
I believe you, Cherie.
Thank
They
you.
don't have
They don't have
they
to.
don't have a women mindset, so they don't understand what
I
we
wasn't
think
born
about
that
in
way.
our heads when it comes to actually being
That's
in
where-
love
that's where
with
the problem
somebody
start, in y'all
and
head.
settling for
He was a
somebody,
predator.
you know what I'm saying?
Y'all men can be predators.
Look,
Y'all prey on women, because we are emotional, we love, and we got all this love to give, and y'all take advantage.
Now, women are predators too.
yeah,
That bank account and all we can get for y'all predators too.
They out there.
But I got a question for the audience. Actually, I want to buy a shot out there. Who want a shot?
Uh-oh.
Who want a free shot? I see a hand over there. You're going to have to come up here in a second because I got a question for you.
Okay.
She don't want that shot out there. Can you tell us when you ever tested the loyalty of your partner before? No, before, like back in the
life.
day. You can go all the way to kindergarten if you want to.
You got
You
it.
never tested his loyalty?
You ever tested your loyalty before?
Never.
I want to, but she not gonna get up. That's cool.
Don't want to reveal yourself. You ain't got to.
Yeah, where's favorite Tay at? Missing her. Where Big Mama at?
At the bar.
I got a
At
good
the
one.
bar.
I'll take a free shot.
I got a good one.
You good? I got you. I got your shot.
Okay, I got a good one. You want me to go ahead or you
Yeah.
want somebody else? to-
No, go ahead.
Oh man, so how I tested this chick loyalty one time was.
You gotta talk up. We wanna make sure the people hear you.
Excuse me.
He got
I
real
tested
low.
this girl's
When he
loyalty
start
one
talking the
time
truth.
was.
He didn't want that on Facebook.
I sent one of my player partners at her just to see like
Oh,
where she bite,
Nah.
where she go, where she going,
See a little catfish.
and she went, she gone. She went.
Really?
She went. She went.
Was it like an online thing? You had him shoot at her that way or like out in public? How did you tell him to
on
get at her?
Facebook.
Oh, on Facebook. I knew it. Y'all just so. I don't know what's wrong with you. He sent his partner at the girl he was dealing with, but on social media. He told her shoot at her on social media,
What she
and
do?
she went for
went.
the partner.
I mean, no. What she do? How far she go?
After that,
Oh, you don't know. He said, I ain't
She
answering Yeah. after
Was it your
that,
girlfriend?
You might as well hear the pot.
like a girl.
So why you stop talking to her then? Because if
That
y'all
don't count.
not girlfriend and
He
boyfriend,
said
you
he
can
was
talk to who you
pursuing.
want,
That don't
and she
count.
can talk to who she wants.
Nah, we
know
talking about
what-
partner. Like y'all
That's
already.
pursuing.
That don't.
So you saying just because you talk to somebody, y'all got to lock in?
No, it's not talking like
It's a
if you
certain
that's what
point
he
when you
said.
lock in. It's a certain point when you lock in.
Were you there?
can agree.
You was at that point?
What?
You was already locked in.
I was young. I thought I was. I was like 20. I was in my 20s.
You was ready to lock in.
I wanna
Yeah,
stop-
that young. I was
Like,
young.
Oh, okay.
I kind of want to stop on this lock in, y'all, because if y'all didn't know right there, I'm trying to find me a new boo, But I need to know, when do you lock in? Like,
When
how do you know when to lock in?
You know.
agree.
You
Like,
know.
it's like Sheree was saying, it's communication. You already know what level y'all want to be on. So, hey, you got some people who just straight to the point. Come on, we together. That's it.
Right? Because I
But
don't
you
want to be
got
talking
people-
about I'm love bombing people,
Yeah.
and all of a sudden I find out something, I'll be like,
That's when y'all pop the question at certain
Oh,
points.
no.
Like,
Love,
y'all grow to a point where y'all can talk and see where y'all standards is, where y'all want to be at, and what y'all trying to pursue. So at a certain point,
don't
we in the
happen like
dating
that.
stage, or I do want you to become my girlfriend. I want you to become my boy, my girlfriend. Like
Yeah.
it's
Nobody don't do
Being
that.
on the same page at the same time.
After
That's
you,
it.
And you learn that through communication and time.
nah. After you crack, if you let her stay the night, y'all locked in. If she get to stay the
so
night.
not true.
what
So
they
you
say, if
said
we locked
everybody
in,
you done
ain't no
had sex
switching
with
up.
y'all was locked in. Come on now.
I said if I let him stay the night,
Oh.
and we might be locked in.
But no, you didn't say Mike. You didn't say Mike.
It
Made it to
depends.
my house.
Switching it up.
So I got a confession. Well, I got
Oh, this is my confession.
This is therapy.
yeah. This is therapy tonight. You know, y'all gonna help a brother out.
Yeah, we're gonna get you
Y'all
locked
can help me
in.
out. We still talking about games. You know, I can't say I don't play games. So lately, I think I've been not lately, but in the past, I've been playing games. So when I first got back into this whole hellified dating scene that we call dating, because it's crazy out here.
It's crazy.
What I did was, I think it probably falls under like love bombing or something. What I did was show an individual like a lot of love. You know, the chivalry thing. I open up your doors. I buy you meals. You know, being attentive.
You're supposed to open the doors though.
Conversation. Yeah, I'm doing it all the time, 100%. Yeah. But then I get that I think you're the type of person that would do anything for me. What's the problem with that?
What kind of conversation is that?
Yeah.
What she wants you to
So I
do?
think me doing all that was too much.
Did you feel
Now, I personally did that because I wanted to see if somebody
Would
can
it
receive
reciprocate?
that. Because some people can't receive certain things. Now, I know you can and you can, but y'all got to understand, you know, y'all are good people. Some people, they can't receive stuff. Some people can't receive opening up that door. Some people can't receive getting the meal bought
This is
for them,
true.
all that other stuff. So hearing that, oh, you think I think you can give me everything I want or whatever and not, you know, be like whatever, that kind of turned me off. And I
I was
dropped that
just
shit
about
after
to ask you, did
was
that
just
turn you off?
That turned me off.
Why though? Because
Because for once it was a game.
isn't she saying, I feel like we can go the distance. I feel like you're the type of man I like. We could have a life
That'd be
together.
different. Because
like
She
he a
said it
pushover.
differently.
no, if she said,
But she's saying,
she said,
what you say?
she didn't say that. She said,
I said she said it differently.
Okay, so
Oh,
repeat what she said.
she said, I think you're the type of person who would give me everything I want and let me do what I want.
Oh no, I didn't hear that last.
No, I didn't add that too. but I have just
You didn't
remembered
say
that.
that because I was like, whoa.
I just
Yeah,
remembered
well, that's
that.
a red flag.
Yeah. So then I was like, oh, really?
You should have smacked her in the mouth. I was playing. I was playing.
We do not condone
We don't
violence on this
condone. I
podcast.
never hit a woman in my life. I'm just talking.
So I was like, I'll be honest. I told her, I was like, well, I'm gonna let you be honest. I didn't make it this far in life by letting people walk over me and giving everything to people, you know, all the time.
And that's
I
exactly
didn't
what
make
she
it this
was
far in
saying.
life, so I think you
Yeah.
got me kind of wrong, even though I did all these nice things. And I ended at that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And do whatever I want. Why would you ever say that?
Boy, y'all got some fucked up individuals.
I mean,
out
at the end
there.
of the day, she being real.
She is being
was
honest.
being real.
She will let you know. But
And that's what I was saying in the beginning. Now the next part is on you. If you
Yeah.
continue doing stuff for her, you deserve to get what you get.
But-
Like the
And
dude.
she told you.
Yeah.
maybe you should have
Yeah.
did.
You know, I'm like
Like the dude I said.
the dude you said.
That I
that
said
shit would
we
have been on me.
friends.
Yeah, that shit.
Maybe you should have thought about it a little bit more clarity, because a lot of the times women they might twist their words and it might seem incorrectly. No,
We ain't
but
going
let me
back.
tell you something.
There was a
She
light in
probably-
her.
She could have been in a relationship or with somebody who felt like she couldn't be as free as she wanted to be, but not in a sense where she just go out and do whatever.
I'm gonna give you a hug because that was the problem also that I picked up on. So now you have this problem with your last, and I am showing traits of your last.
Him
Now,
doing stuff for her.
I guess whatever. If she ran over him and she don't want it no more,
Or probably
because she
dating.
saw-
You just gotta go half
Yeah.
on
or
everything.
probably didn't.
Or probably did.
Or she could be used to being dragged and slutted out. She could be
Yeah.
used to that. She might not be used to princess treatment.
Oh,
That's
she
his
just
problem.
I mean,
she
hey.
want a little tone action.
I mean,
So-
yeah,
And
you
you
might be like what? Yeah.
Caveman action. Knock him side of the head. Bring him back to the house.
You heard what he said. You should have popped it in the mouth. She might have been like, "Oh, you love me?" You know.
Hello.
I mean, I'm
When
saying.
we don't play them games, I
They
ain't
out
going to jail
there.
for no man and no woman.
I'm just saying they exist now.
And she might have been with a man who was so jealous to a point where he didn't let her have it.
Her definition of
She couldn't
love
go
is
out to
something
do
else.
what she wanted.
Yeah,
You
that
know
hurts.
what I'm saying? So I feel like it's just the type of clarity. And I understand you like, oh no, I gotta X out every red flag there is. But sometimes it do take a good
you
point
can't.
of clarity. Because if
can't
she
do
was
that.
open enough to tell you that, she probably was open enough to have a discussion on what she meant. And she probably tested you to see what you were gonna say.
Damn gang.
To see if you were going to go further into her explaining herself.
But I'm gonna say this: ain't no good woman letting a good man walk away.
That ain't, but it ain't
Right.
nothing.
No. This is to that point because once he responded, well, you know what, we gonna end this. If she realizes he got it wrong, she's gonna come back and say, well, you know what, Will, no, I wasn't trying to run you
Right.
off.
Off like
what
that.
I meant was
That's what I meant,
X, Y,
yeah.
and Z.
But that's the problem. That's
ahead,
when you got two people playing mind games and then they're messing their own head up.
Boy, y'all
'Cause at
learning
the end of the
something
day, when you're playing mind games with somebody, or you playing, or it's being reciprocated, you're fucking yourself at the end
You
of
are.
the day.
But all the men kind of had a reaction to when I said, not a good woman, ain't no good woman letting a good man walk away. I'm trying to figure out why y'all got
what
an
you got,
issue
Tom?
with that.
Tom, what you got?
Y'all got too many hypothetical situations, and
Well, mine's was real story.
you might not notice he a good man at the moment because he might be on the dick. He might be doing bad at the moment, but that don't mean he ain't a good man. He just lacking maybe some financials or something that got to get him over that hump. But he ain't never did nothing wrong to you. But because he ain't exactly what you looking for at that moment, you let that go. And later on in life, your pride getting away, so you don't want to step back to him like, hey, you know. And then at that point, if you're a real man, my foot down, man, get the fuck on.
Oh, so wait a minute. So you're saying a woman has to be with you throughout. So I get when you're married, we locked into this marriage, it's ups and downs in a marriage. So I'm gonna be there through all that. That's why you take vows, right? But in a relationship, when I meet you and you're at a certain place, you're staying with your mama, you don't have a job,
You
you don't have a car.
I didn't say that.
Well, you said he was down on his dick. That's what that means.
Okay, y'all got a house together. Everything, all he able to do is pay the bills. Y'all ain't got date nights like you might want. He ain't got the
that's
extras.
different.
But I'm saying that could be something she overlook because she don't feel appreciated enough or whatever the situation, but she let go of something good. And now,
And I'm still standing on what I'm standing on. A good woman is not letting a good man walk away. However, to your point, if that man, let's just say he never finds himself again, he never gets his mojo back, he never starts working, because I know some, right? Yeah. That'll just, oh, my woman got it. He gets used to her taking care of everything because he ain't missing no meals. She's still sexing him the way she did when he was making six figures or whatever he was making. Nothing really has changed, right? And he just never gets back out there. He never gets himself back going. That ain't her fault for eventually walking away. How much preaching and teaching do I have to ask? Because a good man is going to say, baby, I might not have that job, but I'll go work these two at Walmart and Whataburger.
I got one thing to say.
What's that?
Tyler Perry, acrimony.
Oh, my God.
Hello.
No.
Bring this back up.
Right.
No.
We're going to go on break here in a little bit. Before we go on a break, I need to know, anyone y'all can ask this question. Manipulation and insecurity. There's a thin line between that. What is that line? Manipulation and someone being insecure in a relationship.
Off top, I just think they're different. But yeah, off top, I just think they're two different things. Insecure is something that's on the inside that you carry. You, whether you know it or not, it shows on the outside. You may not know it, but other people can pick up on it.
So can I change it real quick?
Sure.
Can someone play on your insecurity, and is that manipulation?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely, because what I just said, insecure starts from within, but people on the outside can see it, and men can sniff it out, baby, like a hound
And
to
use
dog
it as a
food.
weakness.
Yes. They smell. You can smell.
Why it gotta be just
you
men,
can
though?
smell insecure. You can smell
I
it.
speak on both. It's men and women. It's a lot of men and women.
I'm a woman, so I was just speaking from that.
They can sniff out a...
It is on both. It's
Yeah,
on both.
I mean, a woman
I would
can
never
sniff
say
out
that.
a nigga who down bad and try to build them up, but then to manipulate them into doing things and guilt trip them into stuff to make them feel a certain type of way. So I just feel like it goes both ways.
It does.
Mm-hmm.
It does.
Yeah.
But yeah, men and women do it, and you can smell insecurity on a person. And a lot of times, the most insecure people, they go after other insecure people. They know what it looks like. It doesn't smell good
Why you attracted to them?
because you attract what you are.
So too many insecure people attract.
Absolutely,
Man.
absolutely,
I've never been insecure. I don't know.
So
absolutely.
Yeah.
what's the most common insecurity thing in a person in a relationship? What always been brought up as far as insecure? Because I think I know, but I may
Maybe
not know.
appearance.
I'm gonna say this, and again, I'm a woman, so I'm gonna speak from a female's point of
Go
view.
ahead.
But not to say that it doesn't happen on both sides.
Yeah.
I think that men have a tendency to call women insecure. Anytime a woman brings up something. Whatever issue is going on in the relationship, the first thing a man love to say, you just saying that because you insecure. No, I'm saying that because it's a problem.
Yeah.
Maybe you lack self-control.
Why you can't be a man and just admit, like, I understand why you saying this, and let's work on it. Let's fix it.
Because some men ain't better.
He should.
You keep on.
They should. Well, what's going through my mind is the insecurity is like money.
You was making.
If someone, like you said earlier, is not making them dollars, and let's say we'll go with the man and female thing, right? Let's say that your woman is making more money than you, and that guy, that fellow, or whatever, gets kind of insecure. To me, I think between money and sexual relations,
I ain't gonna say it's
having sex,
insecure.
like
It's ego.
performing in the bed, you think people get insecure?
Oh,
on
yeah.
those? So I think those are.
I don't know.
Them both ego.
Now, sex,
Money.
I think that's an insecurity that you already know you have. If you know you're lacking, male or female,
Yeah.
in the sexual department,
Yeah.
you already know that.
Yeah,
So
you know
most
you ain't
time
that.
you come in little bummy. You date a woman with your wallet first because you know I gotta get her. And the
I
only
love
way
penny
I can
whacker.
get, yep.
Hello.
I can't satisfy her physically, so I gotta get her with my money, or
yeah.
they'll try
Yeah,
to. I don't know how graphic y'all want to be, but they think that oral sex is a substitute for physical penetration, and it's not. We need a good balance.
All his 4-play, 12-play.
Yeah, I mean, there's no substitute, but I'm just saying that person already knew that they had that insecurity.
Yeah. And then with the money situation, I can agree with that one because there's been plenty of times where I have someone who would come to me as a man to let me know, yeah, it hurts when you got other people in my ear, or you got other people in your ear saying how your woman is financially more greater than you are. But I think it's a type of point of view where you have to sit there and reassure your partner. I mean,
I ain't doing
so for their insecurities.
Get you
And
some
why
better
not? Because
friends.
if a man can sit there and reassure you about certain things, doesn't mean that a male can't be reassured.
Well, if you want to stick to money, we're gonna stick on money.
Yeah.
If my man is constantly on me because I make more money than him, that is an insecurity that I just can't fix.
Yeah,
I'm
and
not
I
gonna
think
go
it's like
work at
constant.
Walmart. I can't help that I went to school or however, or I'm an entrepreneur or however I can't, or hit the lotto. I can't help that. You're reaping the benefits, ain't you? So what's the problem?
Can I speak up?
Go ahead.
You might make a little more, but he know how to do everything around the house. If anything break down, he fix it. Your car needs something, he do it.
You better go ask Stedman. Stedman ain't doing no complaining about his billionaire girlfriend.
You keep on-
She ain't his wife, but she his girlfriend.
I ain't never hit a woman.
But it's big billionaires and millionaires
But I'm gonna hit you tonight.
who want to overpower their partner. So you can't just say, oh, this person's a billionaire and they don't go back and forth and trying to compete with when it comes to money, because there's a lot of people out there who does it.
Well,
More properties, more ability, more advertisement. Like it's all over.
so you mad at your partner for their success?
I mean, it's people out there who's like that.
They are out there.
Yes.
But that's-
it's just the way that you gotta approach or help if you're trying to get them out of that mode.
I can't. I don't believe in taking on other people's problems. We can come together and figure some things
Figure
out. We
out,
can go to
like, what to do
counseling.
better.
Yeah, we can do that. We can do all of those things together. But I'm not going to diminish who I am to make you feel better about who you are. That's not my responsibility.
It's not, but at the same time, if you're with somebody Or just like if you was with a friend, if you want them to come up the same as you where they don't have to feel that void, you can. It's not saying you have to babysit them or you have to sit there and feed into their childhood trauma. It's just the ability to be empathizing with that person to help them not have to feel that way. You don't have to stoop down to their level at all, but it's a point of view where you can get to a point where you can help them succeed or get up there at that level.
So if I'm a billionaire and you're my man and you have an idea, we can invest in your idea. But if something is broken inside of you, whether I give you, because Oprah gave her best friend $1 million because she said she wanted her to be a millionaire, right?
That's giving.
She didn't want her to have to, and then you could all do what you want. You can flip it.
Hey.
If I give you $1 million, you can flip that 1,000,000 times. And now you're making your own money. That's what she did. But anyway, if I do that for you and you still unhappy, what am I supposed to do?
All these hypothetics, millions and billions ain't where we at. Let's just speak real.
Speaking our tax bracket.
All right. Let's go ahead.
These
go
real
on
people
break.
problems.
When we come back,
These ain't our problems.
when we come back, we're gonna play a game here. We're gonna do some shots. The game is gonna be with the panel and the crowd. So y'all stay like there.